Hello guys, this is Suman from Decode Now. Welcome to the lecture series on Python for beginners. Today we'll be learning about properties and various inbuilt methods for strings in Python. So the first property that we will be discussing is immutability. So strings are immutable. What I mean by that is once a string is initialized to a variable, we cannot modify it or alter it. So let's see it in the example. If I say name equals Sam, and if I want to change this name from Sam to Pam, the only letter I'll have to replace is S with P. So what we can do is we can say name of index 0, which would be S, we should change it to P. So if I say shift enter, we get type error because it says string object does not support item assignment. We can what this means is we cannot alter or change the value of strings. So strings are immutable. There are other data types which supports item assignment, which we'll be discussing in the later videos. So we can change the value from Sam to Pam by using concatenation and slicing. So let me use slicing first. So if I say name of index 1 till end, I would get AM. I will assign this to a variable called last letters, and which would store the values, which is AM. And if I want to concatenate with P, I would just say string P plus last letters. Now I got the desired output, which is PAM. So this is use of concatenation as well as string slicing. We can also look into few more examples regarding concatenation. If I say x equals subscribe to and y equals decode now, and if I say x plus y, I would get subscribe to decode now. If I pass in space here and rerun this again, I will get subscribe to decode now. So this is concatenation using plus operator. We can also perform multiplication using with strings by using star or the asterisk operator. For example, if I say letter equals z or x and do shift enter and say letter times or star 10, it would give me it would print or print out 10 times the letter Z. So this is how we can use plus operator for concatenation and the star operator for the multiplication. One thing we'll have to keep in mind is we cannot do concatenation with string and an integer. What I mean by that is 3 plus a string ABC is not possible. It throws type error. But 3 plus 2 is possible, which gives us 5. And the string 3 plus a string 2 is also possible, which gives 32 in the string format. So one thing you'll have to observe here is this is dynamic typing. So this same plus operator, when provided integer values, it does the operation of adding, that is sum. 3 plus 2, it gives us 5. Whereas when we pass in strings, instead of adding, it does concatenation. So this is dynamic typing, which we can see in the strings. So let's see few built-in methods for strings in Python. If I say y, I have decode now stored in this variable y. If I say y dot tab, I'll get n number of inbuilt methods which is supported for strings in Python. We'll not be discussing each and everything. We'll just look into 2 or 3 of the inbuilt methods. One would be upper. So if I say y dot upper with open parenthesis, what it does is it converts all my characters into upper characters, as the name suggests. So one mistake we often do is we forget the parenthesis and we just do y dot upper. It would give us it would not throw an error, but instead it would say what this upper function is. It would say this is a string inbuilt function for the string which is supported in Python. So we also have lower, which gives us y dot lower, which converts all the characters into lower characters. One thing you have to keep in mind is it does not change the original value. Still, if I say y, I'll get my original value. It does not alter. If we want to alter, then we'll have to do assignment like y equals y dot lower or y dot upper. So one more method I would like to discuss in this video, which is split. This split method converts or splits our string into list. What I mean by that is, if I say y dot split, it converts our string y into a list. So decode now was the string value, and it converted it into decode comma now as the two items in the list. It separates the values based on the delimiter, which is the white space. What I mean by that is, if I say y equals de space co space de space de and say y dot split, now it separates this particular string based on the white space as the delimiter. So as you can see, it separates. So we can also pass in our own character as the delimiter. For example, if I say y equals, this is also a string, and if I say y dot split, I have not passed any character, but it is taking the white space as the default delimiter and separating these values. If I pass I as the delimiter, then the output would be different. Now it is separating all these values based on I as the delimiter. It comes th, it encounters I, then S, then space ALSO space ASTR is one more value, and again it encounters I, and then NG is one more value. So this is a split inbuilt method which converts our string into the list. If we do not specify anything, it considers white space as the default delimiter, but if we specify a character, it breaks down based on that particular value which we have passed. So this is all for today's video. If you have learned something new, please like the video and subscribe to our channel and support us. If you have any questions, suggestions or requests, please do let us know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video.